Scusate. Signora Concetta, andiamo in diretta televisiva tra 3, 2, 1. Buonasera e benvenuti al Telegiormakeup di Ray Grace. Oggi edizione straordinaria, abbiamo uno scoop che ha letteralmente sconcertato la beauty community mondiale. Tarte ha rilasciato una dichiarazione tramite le Instagram Stories sulla polemica inerente alla gamma limitata del loro fondotinta uscito soli pochi giorni fa. Tarte Cosmetics ha rilasciato per l'esattezza due tipologie di fondotinta, una dedicata alla pelle secca e l'altra dedicata alla pelle grassa. Le colorazioni per entrambe le categorie sono 15 e di 15 colorazioni, quelle dedicate a pelle scura sono 3. Una quantità che a quanto pare per la beauty community mondiale è gravemente insufficiente. Nessun riscontro invece abbiamo da parte della community italiana, nessun beauty guru si è esposto in merito alla questione. Mentre per quanto riguarda i beauty blogger, beauty guru nel mondo, vediamo alcune recensioni. Abbiamo la recensione di Nikki Tutorials che è stata debitamente cancellata dalla creator dopo aver ricevuto backlash dalla sua stessa community per non aver fatto cenno a questo problema gravissimo. Abbiamo Jackie Aina che insieme a Elisa Ashley hanno fatto una demo review di questo fondotinta. La stessa cosa vale per altri creators del calibro di Samantha, James Charles, Jeffree Star, insomma tutti si sono esposti pubblicamente in merito a questo problema. Qui dagli studi Ray Grace abbiamo trascritto la dichiarazione rilasciata da Tarte. Ormai sapete tutti che abbiamo rivelato il nostro tanto atteso fondotinta Shape Tape e la gamma di tonalità finale che abbiamo lanciato non era assolutamente una rappresentazione completa di tutti voi. Potrebbe essere un po' troppo tardi, ma possiamo assicurarvi che questo non era inteso in alcun modo malevolo. Volevamo ottenere il prodotto il più velocemente possibile e abbiamo preso la decisione di andare avanti prima che tutte le sfumature fossero pronte. Sappiamo che non ci sono scuse e ci assumiamo la totale responsabilità per il lancio fatto in questo modo. Abbiamo perso di vista ciò che è veramente importante per questo settore e per coloro che si sentono alienati nella nostra community vogliamo scusarci personalmente. Stiamo facendo tutto ciò che è in nostro potere per portare quelle sfumature non finite il più velocemente possibile e ad ogni costo. Possiamo e faremo del nostro meglio. Do la linea all'altro studio.
Tarte
doesn't care about black people.
fair sand, fair neutral, fair light neutral, light neutral, light sand, light medium neutral, light medium honey, medium sand, medium neutral, medium tan honey, deep honey, rich sand, mahogany. Okay, so we're gonna try to make deep honey and rich sand work. Okay, I think I may have some luck if I keep the darker color like around the perimeter.
That is
And
so
then-
orange. That is orange.
So this is my liquid bronzer. What the heck?
Oh my god.
No, this is not.
I'll be selling Tom
That's
voice.
hecka red.
Yeah, that one's too red.
Dang,
The
even
problem is
red.
it's too orangey and red. That's the
Even
only
Dennis
problem.
doesn't have a shade.
Yeah, I don't have a shade yet.
Dang.
Yeah, but if I had to pick one, it would be the middle one.
So many of you guys asked for a full-on review of the actual product, and I definitely want to talk about the launch because, let's be real, this was definitely not Tarte's best move. There are a lot of problems with this particular launch that we will get into in a few short seconds. I'm an influencer that's been blessed with a very, very large platform, and I definitely want to use my voice for good. If we look at the photo that Tarte posted, however, this gradient that I'm talking about is nowhere in sight. In the matte version, there is literally 10 light shades, 3 borderline medium shades, or like light medium shades, and then 2 dark shades just slapped right on at the end. And the hydrating one is even worse, with literally 13 light shades, and then the biggest jump I've ever seen in a foundation line, and then just 2 dark shades at the end. Just looking at the swatches again on my phone, I think I could probably wear shades number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and maybe even shade number 11 if I had a tan and get away with it matching. Literally the person's arm who these foundations is swatched on it does not even have a shade match for them. Hello? It is 2018 and I just cannot wrap my head around how this launch even passed in the first place. Like, whoever put the stamp of approval on this, I just want to talk. Not only is a launch like this racist, but it's just really, really stupid. Morals aside, and from a business standpoint, women of color equate for 80% of all money going into the beauty industry, but for some reason, they are still overlooked. The lack of inclusion is a lose-lose situation because you look dumb and now you're losing money. Get it together.
These are the only shades for people of color right here. What? So I don't think it's right at all for Tarte to have made 3 shades. 3 shades. 3 shades? Come on. For women of color, like 80% of my following is women of color. So it's like crazy for us to like even want to make a video. Like I really wanted to make this video, and for us to see the shade range. What is all this? And then there's us right down here. Like, come on, that's like insane. And like, okay, they might be coming out with more shades later, but we're put last, or that's upsetting, really upsetting. Like this right here is very unacceptable.
Should we just have a quick conversation about Tarte? If you guys haven't seen the conversation around Tarte, they launched it with like, gosh, just a really pitiful shade range, which isn't uncommon. You know, this has been happening for a long time within the beauty industry, where we've had brands that aren't being super inclusive and they're kind of just, you know, adding white people shades only. It's not uncommon, but I do feel like this past year, the discussion around inclusivity has really taken off. More and more people have been kind of speaking up about it. More and more people have been getting involved. I'm just gonna put some eyeshadow primer on. And even those that aren't really affected by it have been speaking out more and more, because it really has just kind of become, you know, this standard that we're really hoping to see within the beauty industry. And obviously with the launch of Fenty Beauty, it was so monumental for people of color, that launch, because right from the get, it wasn't people of color being an afterthought. It wasn't, oh, we'll take your money later on down the road. It was right from the get-go, you know, inclusivity and trying to kind of hit the market where as many people as possible could be excited and included in this launch. And you know, the thing that I said on Twitter initially when I saw that shade range was that it makes it kind of uncomfortable as an influencer, because you know, you guys want us to review stuff, you guys want to see what our thoughts are on new products, and especially something as anticipated as this foundation.
The fact that the shade range is so little, I believe there's only 15 shades, and the majority of them are lighter complexion shades, and there's not enough deeper complexion shades, and I completely agree with you guys 1000%. I think Tarte definitely should have launched more deeper complexion shades. I think only 15 shades is definitely not enough. When you're a brand like Tarte, people just expect a lot from you. It is what it is. Tarte, honestly, you guys should have known better, and hopefully you guys are coming out with more shades in the future, and they're coming quickly, because I do think that it's unfair for, I can't imagine being someone with a darker complexion, seeing and really wanting to try this foundation out and not having a shade for me because of the fact that they didn't come out with enough shades and they only cater to lighter complexions. I just think it's unfair. And yes, it's not a struggle I might face, and I don't face that kind of struggle. I don't really know how it feels to have a darker complexion and to not be able to use a foundation shade because they don't have my shade, and I don't get that struggle. But I do recognize the fact that I am privileged in the fact that I do get to have my foundation shade in this foundation, and I wanted to use that privilege to at least talk about the fact that I think that there should have been more shades. It's not fair. I do recognize the fact that I am lighter complexion, and it is easier for me to find my shade, and it sucks that that's like that in the beauty industry, and I feel like more brands need to cater to a variety of shades and to a variety of genders, and just, I'm all for equality, you know? At the end of the day, I'm for equality.
I think you're missing a couple things. I think you might be missing a few colors. All the swatches, and it's just like 12 shades that almost look identical. You could see them right here. It's kind of like 50 shades of not gray, but beige. And then all of a sudden you have 3 deeper tones. That was shocking. Okay, and then that was followed by just no comment on the shades from Tarte, followed by posting a picture on Instagram of the Shape Tape foundation and disabling the comments, followed by
Pop Sugar releasing what I would call a statement from Tarte. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Pop Sugar actually came out with an article saying that they're coming out with 10 more shades. They were extending the Shape Tape foundation, but it's coming soon. First, I would like Tarte to know that my skin tone isn't seasonal. This is my skin tone all year round. 2, I feel like if they're planning on extending the shades, they should have just waited and launched it all together, because essentially what you're doing is kind of prioritizing the lighter skin tone, and you're making people with a deeper skin tone feel somewhat inadequate. Whether that was the intention or not, that's just kind of what happens. That's what happens when you launch 12 light tone shades and only 3 deeper tone shades. It's 2018, you know? It's like every brand is able to come out with 30+ shades of foundation. With that being said, do I recommend the Shape Tape? No.
Let's have a conversation, you guys. Last year, Rihanna came in the game and she slayed everybody. She basically said, hi everyone, let's be inclusive, and if you're not, you gotta go. And it was such a beautiful launch. Rihanna had a foundation color for almost literally everyone. Every skin tone, every undertone, every complexion, she came and slayed. Now, the Fenty Beauty foundation is actually one of my favorites from last year. It is amazing, and the brand definitely put things in perspective for a lot of people that, hi, if a brand does not have a big shade range, why bother? And I know there's a lot of opinions about this, but girl, here's mine. If you cannot create a all-inclusive shade range, why is the product even being put out? There was a lot of controversy that went down with this, and I am just kind of a little shocked and horrified when I saw the swatches. It looked like they had 50 shades of white and then like 2 shades for women of color, and it's not acceptable. It is literally 2018. So I'm glad that you guys got to watch me play around with it, but I am not going to approve it based on all the facts that I presented in the beginning of the video.
We're talking about the shades. They haven't got the shades right. Matter of fact, you just failed. Like, you just got it wrong, Tarte. I know you're coming out with 10 additional shades. We're waiting. The pressure is so on. The pressure is on. You know, I'm not going to judge until we see it coming out. And I think the important lesson is that the more we all speak up, the better it is. And I know makeup can sometimes seem a bit trivial, but it's almost like a reflection on society. And I think they say whenever there's a recession, there's only one industry that never goes down, and it's the beauty industry during recessions, because people always want to look good, because when they look good, they feel good. So it's almost like an emotional reflection on how people feel about themselves is the beauty industry. And if you don't see yourself being represented, and if you don't see yourself being considered important or as an afterthought, it can affect, you know, self-esteem for groups of people. But darlings, we just won't be buying your product, okay? I've listed my favorite brands down below, and I'll keep them listed there, who are inclusive and do have amazing shades that I would genuinely vouch for and recommend. In the meantime, you know, Tarte, do better.
Ebbene sì, un vero e proprio scandalo. Moltissimi della beauty community italiana si sono rivolte alla beauty guru Grace on Your Dash, la quale preferisce non rilasciare dichiarazioni in merito. Aveva già esposto in effetti l'estate scorsa un'opinione pacifica in merito alla policy di quei brand che non sono inclusivi in Italia, ma sfortunatamente è stata del tutto fraintesa, ricevendo addirittura commenti e messaggi privati minatori. Questo è il motivo per cui lei decide di non esporsi e di non dare nessuna considerazione personale in merito al Shape Tape di Tarte Cosmetics. Noi ci vediamo alla prossima edizione. Arrivederci, buonasera.